student, as the architect that you are, like, and you had $10,000 next year, what's the first thing that comes to your mind for what you would want to do with that money to improve the building?
Well, there's going to be a bunch of things that are kind of left out for you guys to design as you go through operating the building, living in the building. One of them is the green wall in the greenhouse. What happens to the greenhouse? Do you want to do carbon sequestration with algae bioreactors, or do you want to just put in plants that are growing agricultural food crops that you use in the cafeteria? What happens in there? The more different types of plants will give off different amounts of moisture and heat. So that's going to affect the total energy flow in and out of that greenhouse. Another green item is the roof, the green roof over Flag Hall. Right now you have your minimum insulation and you have your roof. When you add a green roof, you're going to be adding insulation as well. And what type of plants you put up there might have more or less insulation based on the kinds of plants that you use. If you use a sedum that has a thick layer, that will end up making a lot of little eddies and pockets from the wind blowing across it. That will insulate better than if you just have some tall grasses that are sporadically dispersed. So there's different ways that you can add to that. Another thing is the solar chimneys, for instance. Right now you're going to get control of the solar chimneys. You're going to have to manually open and close vents and dampers based on what the temperatures are. You'll have to test it out, see how it works, see what temperatures work the best. Eventually, what you're going to probably want to do is do some sort of logic programming where you have automated dampers and you have temperature sensors inside, outside, in each room, at the top of the solar chimney, at the bottom. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to program all those to work together so that you can then basically have that system automated. So that way, on a weekend, when no one's here, and it gets to be just the right temperature, and this first year what will happen is some thermostat inside a classroom will turn on, and the air conditioning unit up at the ceiling will then turn on, and you'll start using kilowatts. You'll start burning energy. But if someone was here, if it was a school day, someone could say, no, we don't need that. The temperature in the solar chimney is right. All we have to do is flick a switch, open a damper, and we can cool that room off. Well, after a year of getting some data, then you might decide that you want to spend the money to automate those dampers and get all the temperature sensors that you need and write the logic programming so that way you can have kind of if-then logic, so that if the temperature here is this amount and the temperature here is at least this, then this damper opens, or maybe it opens 50%. So as you go through each year and each class behind you, they'll build upon that, and that's something that can be added at a later date, and there's some dollars involved in that, but it's you need to have the first year of data first before you would really spend the money to do that.